day because of the fake, because I was faking a cancer thing. But then I stopped that as soon as the banner plane came up.
I just can't believe you fake cancer. That's so crazy. You really just, you just came up with all sorts of craziness.
That season was fucking crazy.
So funny.
Yeah, we didn't do any of that kind of stuff.
We were always perpetually like I mean, everybody was scheming all the time.
Man, you make our season look like, I mean, we're just cut and dry. We had two different sides. It's very like soap opera type, like kind of dramatic. No, you know, it's like just, you guys were a bunch of nut jobs.
That's why I'm really surprised they didn't convince Hardy and Nicole to come back. Those two were hardcore players, like hardcore.
Now, wasn't there another guy that has a name kind of close to Hardy that maybe looked a little bit like him?
Not my season.
I think he was in the season after yours. That's why I can't think of what either of them look like.
Like Roddy?
Roddy and Hardy.
Roddy hated Hardy because Kiara like had a thing for Hardy, and then occasionally slipped. Roddy and Kiara were having something going on, and then Eric and Lisa, and then Kiara was like,
Eric and Lisa, that's all I remember.
And Kiara was like, she would accidentally slip up and call Roddy Hardy, and Roddy got mad. Yeah.
Were they on the same? No, Hardy was on your show.
Mm-hmm.
Roddy was on 3.
Right.
Hardy was like, he literally had like the sickest body ever, and he was like the nicest guy. But the problem is he was just so self-righteous, and he didn't have like a good sense of humor. So he was like perpetually worried about how he was going to be perceived, which made it so easy to like fuck with. Like one time we were eating dinner, he's like, yeah, I like my steaks like I like my women. And he was about to say thick and juicy, and I was like, what, really rare? and they put it in there, and he just got so angry. But everyone else laughed, and he would get mad.
Jeez. What's with guys always comparing their food to women? Very like Neanderthal-like.
I don't know why, but because I didn't see a lot more, but the food thing for us was terrible. Like we were perpetually, like, day in and day out complaining about the food and bitching about the food, and there wasn't enough food, and we were hungry, and it was probably just us, you know. But I think they got a lot more strict as the seasons went on, because they would cater to it. We would bitch so much and complain so much, they would give us stuff. We had a thing where once a week, we had a round table meeting, and we could buy things, and they would go out and buy it for us. And we had 1 hour. We had 1 hour to have a group discussion. I think we could spend. I can't remember. We could spend like.
They give you like a money limit?
Yeah, and then we would have to add it up. But it was a fight. Oh, it was a fucking fight. Like, because someone would want, someone would want hair dye, and someone else would want the special dental floss. And like, I didn't even want anything, but I didn't want to be left out and not argue for my thing. So I would just argue about something dumb that I wanted. Oh, and one time you could get a phone call from whoever you wanted. So
all of you, or just one of you?
One person. So Hardy said he wanted it from his grandma, but I said I wanted it from my pet turtle. Because I should get it from whoever I want. And they got so fucking... And it was on TV, too. And I didn't win it, but, like, they were infuriated. They're like, if they hold up a fucking phone to a turtle, well, my grandma doesn't get to talk to me. I was like, I can do whatever I want with my phone time.
I'd have them put one of my dogs on the phone. That'd be awesome.
Oh, Bunky got this letter. Bunky got this letter from his husband. And, like...
Bunky's married?
Yeah, he was, but they got divorced. But I mean, it was this fucking letter. Like, it was like a 6-page fucking love letter. And he won it from home, and we would read it, but like we would read it in a gay voice, and Bunky would get so mad. It's like, my dearest Bunky, I just miss you so much. And I love you. And Bunky's like, shut up, that's not how he talks.
people in my life that have ever been able to make me laugh as hard, and I'm gonna have to put you on the hand.
You had a good dog.
I just can't. You know what's funny?
Killing me. And you're a doctor, and you're good looking. It's just crazy.
There you go.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
It's funny, like each person that represents their season, like their personality coincides with that season so much. Like you bring all the crap of what happened that season.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I guess it's just because they had like whoever is representative of that season kind of had some sort of, you know, involvement in shaping whatever happened.
Yeah.
Well, I think they brought Boogie back because he got a raw deal. He was one of those people who, like, he was really charismatic and funny and interesting, but just didn't get a good deal.
What, didn't you get him evicted?
I
Oh, it wasn't my fault. He differs, but it wasn't my fault. What happened is he and I were getting put up, like, definitely we were getting put up. But the country guy who kind of liked me was like, look, I'm going to put both you guys up unless you have an idea. And I was like, well, save me, put someone else up, which allows me to try to save Boogie. And the guy was like, okay. So he put Boogie and the country girl up. Well, the country girl was Boogie's future fiance. So Boogie's like, I'm not going to compete against her. And I was like, no, dude. I was like, dude, no, we can sway the votes. We can sway the votes. He's like, I'm not going to. She's a single mom. I'm not going to. He wouldn't help me. So he thinks that I took a deal and it cost him. I think that if we tried, maybe we could have saved it.
I see.
But also, it's one of those things too. It's like, are we keeping you up, Danielle?
No.
You want us to go in the other room?
No.
I mean, you can look at it any way, but it's like, you know, we had been there 3 or 4 weeks. We'd been there 3 weeks at that point, and it's like, somebody's got to go, and I didn't want to. So, I mean, I tried to rally votes for him, but I was the only person who voted for him to stay. Because we were really disliked by the other group. Well, the fucked up thing our season was Boogie nominated the really, really nice lady and Nicole. And everybody was cool with that, because everybody was like, I hate Nicole. Everybody. Every single person in the house. And everybody loved Cheryl, the really nice lady. And then,
so how the hell did Nicole stay?
Okay, because she swayed all these votes, but for Cheryl, Boogie, myself, and Shaman voted for Cheryl to stay. Everyone else voted for Nicole to stay. And then when Nicole stayed and Cheryl got kicked out, Cheryl was mad at us, even though we voted for her, and everyone else was like, we can't believe you kicked Cheryl out. And we're like, what? We voted for Cheryl to stay. You guys fucking kicked her out. And they were like, well, no, we just want to keep Nicole. And they blamed us for Cheryl, who was like the nicest mom, for leaving. And we're like, idiots, we voted for her to stay, you guys. And so then, like, right off the bat, even though we voted for the nice lady, we were grouped up as like the bad kids.
That's kind of awkward.
Well, that at the very end, when Cheryl voted for me, they were like, we can't believe Cheryl voted for you to stay. I'm like, what are you talking about? She was here 1 week. I was totally cool with her, and I didn't evict her. I voted for her to stay.
I think I remember. She had big, big boobs.
Yeah, and she got breast cancer after she got evicted.
It was meant for her to leave.
That was the other, see, she came, that's what it was, 9/11. Justin did the knife. Cheryl got breast cancer. Boogie got engaged.
Damn.
Nicole almost got divorced.
That's a lot.
Well, when's the money? No one knows how that happened.
Out of control.
What about you, King Kaysar?
What about me?
I don't know.
I'm not funny. I'm not a doctor. But
Hey, but you're good looking.
Mm.
You're charming.
that's what they say.
You could be funny. No, you're funny when you make jokes.
What? You don't think you're good looking, Kaysar?
He thinks he's ugly.
Just, I don't think I'm ugly. I'm just
No.
average.
Are you kidding? America loves you. You're like America's sweetheart. What was this whole top 50 hottest celebrities or something that you got? What was that?
I don't know. I just get on all these different weird lists.